Hey guys, welcome back to the 3B Podcast. It's your host Adrenaline here with my awesome co-host
Savage Kermit.
We're just going to touch on a few situations today. We're going to go over some live action adaptations, whether it be from comics or movies. And then we're also going to talk about some of the comics that we've been reading.
Oh yeah, I'm also going to touch on some of the indie games I've been playing. So if anybody here actually that's listening plays like any type of online games, especially on like a PC, feel free to hop on. Who knows, we might randomly be able to like play together, and I'd love that. Would absolutely love that.
Yeah, man. Hey, let's go ahead and dive on into it, man. What are you drinking on today?
Man, I'm about to crack it open right now. Today I got one of my personal favorites, man. It's by Savage Craft, and it's the Galaxy Banger. It's an IPA.
Okay.
You know, I'm an IPA drinker.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Like, I actually went to the arcade here in town.
Yeah.
And that's where I was introduced to it. It was the only IPA that they served there, and I've been in love with it ever since. It's not too strong.
Okay. That's dope.
It's got kind of a piney flavor if you want to check it out.
Piney. Okay.
Yeah, like a little bit of a pine. Like, that's how I describe it, at least, you know? Like, it's not too strong of an IPA, but it.
Be honest, I don't really care for IPAs. I could deal with that.
It's not bad. It's a good sipper, dude. Like, it's a really good sipper, like 100%. But, you know, that's kind of like that's a small part of this.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and jump into some stuff. And so, like you said, we're going to talk about some of the live action adaptations of comics that we've had throughout the years, whether it's fully based on it or not.
Yeah.
Either way. Adrenaline over here has watched a good bit. I am not one for them. I've not watched a whole bunch of them, but he has watched probably close to a plethora of them.
Yeah, I've watched a good bit of them.
So the first one that I'm going to hit you with that I want to hear like what you have to say about it is Black Lightning, the Black Lightning live action series.
Okay.
Because recently I've been reading, you know, we'll get on this later more, but I read the year one comic of, well, I'm in the process of reading the year one comic for Black Lightning, so
yeah.
I want to hear about like what the live action adaptation's like.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely hit on that. So Black Lightning, in my opinion, it wasn't poorly done. Could have been better, but I do feel like it at least did some justice to the character. I didn't really care for his daughters. The way they had adapted those into everything.
Okay.
Villains, for the most part, spot on. I really couldn't have asked for anything better.
What about the daughters did you not like?
So one of them was her powers like heat lightning. Super dope.
Yeah, that sounds really
but
cool.
It's to the point where she can't really control it, so they have to kind of like... There's a... I don't know what she's like a metahuman, and she can absorb powers. And so she basically has like... The daughter's power boils over to the point to where she has to absorb it. Kind of like Black Lightning. Like every now and then he has to discharge some of his abilities because it starts to overwhelm
That's fair.
him.
Kind of like in the Static Shock comic, you know, like when he got overpowered, he like went way stronger and had to like discharge
just like
it
a battery, you know, if it gets too much energy, kaboom.
Okay.
So she didn't know how to do anything. She didn't know how to control it because it was kept from his daughters that he was Black Lightning. So like everything started, you know, happening. She's in high school. Boy trouble, all that kind of BS. It just kind of boiled over.
It's high school.
Yeah, exactly. It all boiled over.
Or like, are they in like?
No, high school. It all boiled over.
Drama.
Yeah, it all boiled over, and then basically she just was about to explode in the middle of the school. Dad had to rush into the janitor's closet. This psychic came and basically like drained some of her powers so she could function.
Okay.
His other daughter, Thunder. Really wish they would have did better than what they did, dude. Like, she looks like she's just wearing safety glasses for her costume. Like, it's pretty bad. But for, you know, everything that it was a pretty solid show.
It is DC, so they're not going to get as much funding as most, you know. So, I mean, they work with what they can. And I genuinely speaking, I do like the effort they put in, and they really try with what they have to work with. You know, they're not like the biggest ones out there or anything like that. But that you know that's pretty solid. And I've told you before, like maybe one day I might check it out. But I've not been able to watch a live action adaptation of something yet in which I actually enjoyed it.
That's fair. I mean, some of them are hard to watch. Like, I will say the Marvel Runaways, it was poorly done.
Okay.
Really wish that one would have been better. It had plenty of potential. It just kind of got shot down.
Is that the one that you had told me about where it had that one dude like he was about to get shot or got shot or something and he did something crazy? Was that one?
No, I think that was that was the Inhumans. It was Black Lightning's TV show. Or not Black Lightning. Black Bolt.
Black Bolt. Okay.
It was his TV show. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of people hate it. Say what you want about it. He doesn't get enough credit in the comics. He doesn't get enough love in the shows. Clearly, they made him blow himself up in the movie. But the storyline itself that they gave him is pretty solid, man. Like
what character?
I can't remember his name. Orion, something like that. Huh. He basically like he could see everybody's moves before they did it. So in combat, he could literally do everything you were doing, but better. And he always knew how it was going to play out, so he would stand in just the right spot to make sure that he killed you and got away.
Huh,
he was pretty solid, dude.
That sounds really OP'd, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, until he, ended up getting a concussion. I can't remember how, but then, the concussion warped reality, so then it was kind of like double vision, if you will, so, he wasn't able to fully calculate things anymore until his brain healed or whatever. It is pretty solid.
Fair enough. I mean,
another one, Marvel's Gifted. Really nice.
I don't even think I've heard of that one.
Bro, Marvel Gifted, it was super dope. They actually touched on Magneto's daughter, and she's stronger. She ends up getting pregnant, and then her powers become stronger than Magneto's.
Oh, shit.
She can full on, at a young age, she can turn the magnetic poles of the Earth just because she's
And this is
pregnant.
the live adaptation, not not comic or nothing
not comic.
like that?
It's straight up just their take on it. I don't believe it's a comic or any of that. But like I said, I think her name was what was it? Damn, I can't think.
Feel free to let us know if we are incorrectly speaking or any of that, just so you know. And also, just to clarify for everybody, Adrenaline is definitely more the Marvel guy than I am.
Yeah,
Marvel, I know some things, but I'm more of a DC. I've always been more DC, whether comics, movies, all that stuff. So, I'm completely just over here what? I have never heard of that. That sounds really awesome.
If you're going to pick one up, that'd probably definitely be the one I would suggest.
That's fair.
So let me ask you this, dude. So I know you said I'm more of a Marvel guy, you're more of the DC guy.
Yeah.
Aside from just movies, is there any anime or anything that you made, live adaptations of animes that
well, I mean, I could talk all day about the DC animated universe.
Yeah.
They have some of the most banger movies, period. No offense to Marvel or nothing like that. They have some movies, Planet Hulk is one of my favorite animated Marvel films.
Okay.
But DC animated films and honestly animated TV shows, besides Spider-Man, DC, in my opinion, just really wins it all over.
Okay.
So I mean, I can go into the main ones that people know. You got Flashpoint Paradox, which was an awesome film. Let you dive into a whole different frame. But there's also Throne of Atlantis, which was, to me, it really just how do I put this? It made me see Aquaman in a new light.
Was that the one where he cut his own arm off and replaced it with the hook?
No. This was an origin story for Arthur Curry of becoming Aquaman, of before he was Aquaman. They portrayed him as a borderline drunk at the beginning, if I remember correctly, and then him discovering who he was and then becoming Aquaman in the long run, and it was just really, really awesomely done. It don't when I watched it, I honestly put it up there with Flashpoint Paradox, which a lot of people put Flashpoint Paradox as their top tier DC animated film, which is cool and that's awesome. But there's also so many that people don't dive into because they,
Like what?
Well, like, you think Super Friends from back in the day. You know, the old school Super Friends. You think Aquaman from there. Like, he's this, oh, I'm always in the water riding a seahorse. Yeah. Like, woo, 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 guy. But, dude is super strong, has Atlantean magic that he can use, especially once he gets his staff, the trident and whatever. Yeah. And there's so much more to him than just, oh, I ride on a seahorse. They revamped him basically, in my opinion, and that's one. And I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the TV show just because I wish they would bring it back. And so many of y'all I know will agree with me. Young Justice, dude.
Oh, true.
Ugh, man, why did we only get 4 seasons of that? Like, it not only did it grow with us in a show, as we grew up and it got canceled, rebooted, canceled, rebooted.
Yeah.
But the show grew with us. Like, by the time they finally get to like season 4, it's way more adult than it was in season 1.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that.
That's
especially
fair.
As someone who, I like animated TV shows. I like comic books. I love superhero stuff, but I don't want to have to sit here and watch some childish TV show.
Yeah, I get
to see something that I like. Right. I like the more adultness of it. You know what I mean?
That's fair. So let me ask you this, dude. So is there any? How can I put this?
I got something I can bitch about.
I just want to I'm trying to figure out the words because I don't want to I don't want to get us canceled so early on.
I got something I can bitch about real quick.
What's up?
Live action adaptation.
That's where I was headed. I was heading that direction.
Of Titans, dude.
Yeah, that was the direction I was heading. I just didn't want to.
Don't get me wrong. I really liked it at the start. I just really want to clarify. It has nothing to do with anything except for the fact of power changing, like the power swapping. I think the person they got, the lady they got to play Starfire, I think she was really good.
I knew that's where you were going.
I do not care about her race. Her costume, I think, was fire. Her hair was fire. Like, all of it was fire. My only gripe, bro, is the fact that they changed her power. She does not control fire, bro.
Yeah.
She is supposed to have starbolts. She is a Tamaranian.
Yeah.
Like, she is supposed to be able to shoot green. Well, they don't have to be green. She's supposed to be able to shoot lasers and shoot laser blasts from her hand, and they gave her a firepower. And I'm gonna be honest, I quit watching after that.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. It was all over the place for me, dude. Like, and I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm married to a black woman, but I understand there's different wigs and whatnot. And for me, it wasn't race that upset me with her casting. I just felt like the hair was so stereotypical. Like, I feel like with the budget you had, you could have did better, dude.
That's fair.
Like, you really could have did
That's
better.
Fair.
Like, I feel like there was already so many negative things stacked against her casting, and then you added that on top of it. That was kind of a cherry on top to piss people off.
Yeah, no, I can see where you're coming from with that. And like I said, I'm telling you, dude, my biggest gripe was how they introduced powers. And I will say also, it's supposed to be Teen Titans, and it's supposed to be Dick Grayson. And, I understand. You don't have to be comic book accurate or nothing like that. But, I mean, it's Teen Titans, and this man's in the police already.
Bro, that's what I was about to say, too. The age gaps between everybody, dude, I'll be honest, nuts.
When I first saw it, I was like, yo, is he already Nightwing?
Yeah, that's what I assumed as well.
But, at least in most of the comics that I've read, please correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. Like, please let me know if I'm wrong here. But in the things that I've read, by the time he actually assumes Nightwing, he's pretty much he's done with like the sidekick side stuff. Like he's grown. Yeah. He's like in the Justice League. Like that is like so to have him already kind of there. It's like what we are all only planning on doing like a season or two, and then having like one of the other Robins come in or what?
And then what about the whole like making Starfire almost like a gold digger, dude? Like she's constantly after people's money, and then like
I really didn't get that far with it. I'm telling you, as soon as I saw Starfire use her first bit of powers. As soon as I saw her use her first bit of powers, I was like,
bro, once I seen her and Nightwing hook up within the first few episodes, I turned it off, dude. I was like, for one, the age gaps in the entire show is just bizarre. And then I did like the fact that they brought Beast Boy from Doom Patrol.
Yes,
over.
yes.
I
no,
did
I
appreciate
loved
that.
that.
I did appreciate
that.
That
was
however,
so appreciated.
There's still some disconnect, bro, because it's like
probably because the Doom Patrol TV show itself wasn't as good as what I was.
Well, I'm
expecting it
saying
to
in
be,
the sense
at
of
least.
it's the age thing, dude.
Yeah.
Like you casted a super young woman as Raven, but then you had an older man, older guy as Beast Boy.
So in some adaptations, like we were talking on the animated film front, they in the Dark Side movies that they had going on, they do introduce the Teen Titans, and in that iteration, Nightwing's already out of the Teen Titans, Starfire's in control and is pretty much a grown woman, but Beast Boy and I believe Raven and some others that we'll talk about maybe later, but they were younger. They were
right,
but also they had already introduced. They had already in that one they had already introduced Damian Wayne as Robin.
Right, but I'm saying
in the sense and he's a child, and him and Raven had a thing going on.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the sense of like like the old school Teen Titans, dude. Everyone was kind of there in the same age range.
Let's be honest.
But it's just like
Cyborg was old as shit. For
sure. Man's definitely had some age on him. But I'm just saying, like,
even in that episode where
I don't know, man. I just think it was a poorly lived dream.
Do you remember in the original Teen Titans animated series? Do you remember that episode where Cyborg has to go undercover into the Hive?
Yes.
And he gets that ring that turns him, like, it makes him look like a normal person.
Yeah.
So what he would, like, a big part of that for me was, like, he was talking about, like, oh, I could have my old life back. It's like, how old is your old life?
Yeah, facts.
Because I'll be honest, through that whole series, I really, like, that whole series, I felt like Cyborg was probably in his 20s.
Yeah.
And definitely the oldest.
I'd say mid-20s, mid to late 20s, to be honest with you.
I was thinking like 22, to be honest. Like 22, 23. I don't think it's been that long, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe
his maturity level in the show was pretty high.
I don't know, man.
To a degree.
The way him and Beast Boy, like, their relationship, bro, like...
I'm about to be 30, and I've caught, and, like, in the same sense, I act the same way sometimes, dude. Like, when we're at work, like, the sanitizer pranks we pull, bro, like... God. You know what I'm saying? So I'd say he was more around my age, dude.
That's fair. That's fair. But I mean, even I am 30.
Yeah.
I'm over 30 technically. Yeah. Fuck you. But still, at the end of the day, like, I can still catch the vibe, I guess you could say, to use words that I guess are used nowadays. But yeah, I can still catch a vibe and like vibe with being young and catching that old.
Yeah, spark,
like,
if you will.
Like kind of dumb shit, shout out to SpongeBob. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Facts. So is there any live adaptations you think are pretty comic book accurate?
Man, put me on the spot with that one.
Well, I'm gonna give you some time to think. I'm gonna give you my impression.
Yeah,
my personal impression. Not really, dude.
Same.
I
dude.
don't
That's
really
what
feel
like,
because I would say Flash, the Flash TV show, probably
never watched it.
Probably be the closest, but even then, dude, there's so many different variations of things going on, like so many time lapse and time loops. It's a lot to keep up with.
A good buddy of mine that you also know from a past job. Chicken George. We'll just call him Chicken George. He used to tell me about that show all the time, and he really liked it, and he really talked about it.
Yeah, like I said, it was solid. It was just a lot to keep
positive
up with.
about it.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, some of the things that I saw about it, like little clips that I've seen, things that I've heard,
right?
It's like, I don't really understand it because, I don't know, that whenever I've read about the Flash, read comics on the Flash, or watched shows about the Flash, like when he got his powers, he was already kind of grown.
Yeah.
And I don't remember him being so young.
Right.
And a lot of the live action adaptations nowadays have him being really young.
What's your definition of young?
under 22.
So in this one, I mean, I believe he's in his like.
I thought he was like in college.
No, maybe, but I mean, that's your early 20s.
So the Barry Allen that I know is already a detective, I believe it's a detective or something. Because doesn't he work in the police force?
No, I don't think so, and not in the TV show that I've watched. He doesn't work in the police force. What
was he? I can't
Iris,
even remember.
her father, is the commissioner, I think, or something like that. He works in the police force somehow, but I don't believe he is in the police force. You can fact check that because I'm not sure.
I'm just checking from my own knowledge on this one, man.
But
yeah, he's with the police department. I knew it.
What is that? Forensic scientist? Is that what it says?
He's a forensic scientist in it. Like, and that's what I know him as. But and like I said, I've never watched the Flash TV show, but
maybe I missed something.
I know the movie adaptation, dude, kind of upset me.
Yeah,
like just because they put him really young, like really young,
really dumb.
And it's like if you, I don't know, a bit of me is like if you wanted to go that path, dude, why not just make it Wally West?
Yeah, agreed.
You know. Somebody who loves his uncle, who was the original Flash, decided to try to recreate it and was able to tap into the Speed Force at a younger age.
That's fair. I'm gonna be honest. If I was to have to go with a close action live adaptation, oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me put a pin in that. Let me double back. Another pretty solid TV show live action. You know, some people may not like it. Some people may get pissed off. Cloak and Dagger.
Okay,
it was
not
pretty
where I thought you were going.
Solid, really was. I mean, for the time that it you know, everything was going on with, you know, the George Floyd and stuff like that. It was very political.
Ooh.
But it really spoke knowledge. Like,
okay,
it broke down a lot of things. Like, you had Cloak, who was a young black man. His brother got killed. He was trying to get into the scene so that way he could avenge his brother pretty much, but his parents didn't want him following that life that his brother did. And then on the flip side, you got Dagger, which was a young white woman, and she was like, you know, queen of the like prom queen, whatever you want to call it, in school. So she was like the real popular person. They didn't really intermingle, if you will, but their powers brought them together.
You're talking about just so I don't. Yeah. You know, I'm not big into Marvel. That's Marvel, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's Marvel.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, like I said, like, it was nice. Like, they brought in a lot of black culture to it and tied that into it pretty well with this cloak. I thought that was pretty dope and unique. If you haven't watched it, that was another one I probably would really suggest you tuning into. But back to the topic. As far as live adaptations.
Oh, hell no. No. You got to do a little backtrack. I got a little backtrack.
Okay, go for it.
Now, it's not comic, but how'd you feel about the One Piece live action, dude?
I'm going to be honest.
Now, you're blind to One Piece for the most part, correct?
For the most part. I'm trying to get back into it. For the most part, I am. I don't know what you want to call it. Not illiterate, but not hip to it, I guess you could say.
You're not caught up. You don't read the manga. You don't watch the anime. You're not caught up on either one, at least.
I'm going to be honest. From what I've seen, what I've, actually got into One Piece, what I've seen, it matches. It tracks. However, there was a lot of things that were rushed. A lot of things that I felt were left out.
I agree.
A lot of missing key details that could, like you said before, screw them in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Things that they left out that in later times.
Yeah.
If y'all hear weird noises, that's my dog. I apologize. We're still trying to get things swinging. And yes, I'm gonna include this in the recording just so people know.
But I will say all in all, solid show. I'm looking forward to season 2. Can't wait for that to drop.
Me too. And I'm a huge One Piece fan. Like, I've been reading the manga for years, man. Like 10 years at least. I've been reading the manga. I watched the anime when I was younger, but didn't really get into it. But
there's a lot to catch up on. That's why I'm so far behind, dude. It's a lot to catch up.
It is. But hey, so I don't know if you've ever watched Full Metal Alchemist, but the original run the original run had a lot of like filler stuff because they were trying to play catch up. Like they were having to wait on like releases from the manga and be able to continue and whatnot. Well, eventually got this thing. They revamped it, took all the filler out, and just made it main story arc. And it's called Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay. One Piece is getting the same treatment here soon. Now, granted, I'll be honest, compared to other animes, One Piece One Piece really doesn't have that. I mean, it has filler, obviously, but compared to like others like Bleach, definitely saying that one, and like Naruto and stuff like that, they don't have as much, but they're gonna get the same treatment. They're getting the same treatment, consolidating it down to just strictly like main canon storyline. Right. Allegedly, I know you love it when I say that word. But yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think the live action was actually pretty damn good with what they had to work with. The only major critique that I had, and I've spoken to you about it before, is a character named Hachi. Yeah. In the anime and the manga, it's an octopus. He's an octopus man type deal, and he's a fishman. For those lore guys, lore girls, whatever you want to call yourself, but Hachi battles Zoro in a sword battle, and they completely excluded that. And then, spoilers alert for those who aren't aware, down the road, that character becomes an ally and helps in the main storyline. Okay. And so them not introducing it at this point.
Yeah, I could see that being
which the character was there, but the character wasn't out there. Yeah. It was they were considered like a background. Yeah. And that kind of aggravates me because it's like, how y'all gonna reintroduce him, considering the character that was the background character didn't even remotely resemble the character, at least as far as I can remember from watching it. But I'm not giving up hope. I think season 2 is going to be pretty good. Like
I said, I really enjoyed season 1. Me and my wife sat and we watched it. We binge watched it as much as we could until we got caught up. I just really hope they don't screw themselves in the end by trying to cram everything into one. Because I'm going to be honest, in the episodes that I watched, it took them a minute to get to Arlong Island. Like, so the fact that they just hop, skip, and jump straight to it, it's like...
It wasn't so much that. In my opinion, they layered it. Yeah. They had it all going on kind of at once. Instead of having dedicated episodes just to this, you would have... Because, they were longer episodes in the live action, so they could put more into there. But it did feel very rushed.
Like, and again, it's not a main thing. It's kind of like a little filler on the side. But like, first time he meets Bucky and they're fighting in the town and they basically destroy the entire town.
Big time.
It was never said, never spoke on.
The buggy ball, bro.
Any of that, dude. Like,
or the buggy bomb.
Yeah, I really wish they like I said. Sometimes it's just the small details that could really piece things together.
And I could I could literally segue into a whole different anime adaptation they did of a manga that I read called Dead Man Wonderland. Okay. And I could get into that.
I think I've heard you talk about that.
We'll save that for a different time. I'm not going to jump into that. Actually, what I want to real quick say is, have you watched the new Superman yet?
I have not. I've seen trailers. I've seen spoilers. But I'm put it like this. I'm on TikTok a lot. I'm a TikTokaholic. I've seen enough to know how the story plays out. I've seen enough to basically know how it plays out and not have to watch it, if that makes sense.
I mean, that's fair. You should definitely still check it out.
That's fair.
It was pretty decent. There were things like, as a DC fan, there were things that obviously pissed me off right immediately. But overall, I think it was a pretty damn good movie. I actually really liked it. I enjoyed the characters that they put in, and also as a Marvel fan, they got the same dude that they had play Darwin play Mr.
Mr.
Terrific.
Yeah.
And honestly, I loved Mr. Terrific's character. The only problem I had is I didn't like his face mask thing. Like, you know, like
it's comic book accurate though, man.
It kind of. It just looked weird to me. I'll be honest. It just looked weird to me.
That's fair.
And, you know, that can solely just be an opinion on me. It looked weird to me.
I think it's because, and unfortunately, this is how it is. I mean, he's a darker man, and in the comics, he wasn't as dark. So then you added a dark face paint onto him. It kind of just like clashed.
That's
you know
fair.
what I'm saying?
That's fair.
I think that's kind of where where the disconnect for you was. Like,
I can see.
It just didn't stand out as much as the comics.
But
to be fair, it's comic book accurate.
In the comics, it didn't seem like it was a face mask as much as it was just like paint over the face.
So technically, it's supposed to be a nanobite thing that like a nanobite mask that can activate and deactivate.
Oh yeah. Oh man, like I said, we'll discuss. We got a whole time.
I'm glad you brought up this topic of the new Superman. How do you feel?
Man. Absolute Superman.
No,
my bad.
We're gonna segue into that in a minute.
Like,
but how do you feel,
that shit's fire.
Yeah, how do you feel about them recasting? Well, I guess it's not technically a recast since this is a different universe. But how do you feel about them taking
Henry Cavill,
Jason Momoa, and making him Lobo for the series?
I 100% think that is a perfect casting.
I do too. I really think that's who they should have put him as.
Casting him as Aquaman was solely just because they were grasping.
Yeah.
And they needed someone popular in the movie.
Time,
exactly. And I would have been honestly, I could have been for him being Aquaman if they would have changed his hair, changed his not.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know, it just didn't fit.
I like the cultural aspect they gave him. I'm gonna be honest though. I didn't care for the suit, man. The suit just didn't do it for me. I think it was too.
I think the suit
flashy.
I think the suit would have been better if it wasn't on him. I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair.
What's his damn name? He was the main character in what was that? Blue Mountain. Not the main character. Blue Mountain. Alan Ritson.
Oh yeah, yeah. He would.
Which he played. I believe he played Aquaman in Smallville.
I'm gonna be honest. Him or Charlie Hunnam.
Oh yeah.
I think either one of those would have been an excellent.
That would have been a really.
I feel like that was
cast.
really looked over. But
100%.
It is what it is. It's too late now. I know you don't really care for it. I know you don't care for it, but I've watched the first season, so I know how things play out. The new Peacekeeper.
I mean, it's fair. It's not that I just don't like live action series, man. Like I can't.
So have you seen the new, what they're doing with the new Peacekeeper?
Like how with the swapping, like the I don't even want to call it retconning, but like the. I
mean, technically.
I felt like it was more of like we swapped to a different universe.
Yeah, so basically, like, for those that don't know, in the Zack Snyderverse, there was a scene at the end of that Peacekeeper in the first season where he saves this woman. He's walking out, and he passed by the Justice League. You know, your Jason Momoa Aquaman, Henry Cavill Superman, Flash, all those. And he makes a remark to Aquaman about how he has sex with fish and this, that, and the third. Well, in the new season, it begins with him going into the same kind of scene, but they have retconned it, if you will, to where it's now the new James Gunn verse instead. Personally, I feel like it was a smart move. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it was smart to do it the way they did it. I don't think that it's really gonna make much of a difference. But we need to. I think we really just need to sit back and take a look on how they're gonna piece things together later on down the line with it.
That's fair.
I really think they're going to come into an issue with this whole new storyline that they're running, because White Dragon, I don't know if you know who that is. That's Peacemaker's father. He is a racist. He's like the KKK of the comics.
Damn.
And in the new season, like, it's all speculation. They haven't like come out and confirmed nothing because there's only like 1 or 2 episodes. But there is everybody, like, he's in an all white town. Everybody's giving him mad props, mad love. There's no one of color at all.
What
the speculation is the new timeline. Germany won the World War II.
Oh, okay.
And his father, Red Dragon, is now.
Is it white or red dragon? You said white dragon earlier.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, you fucked me on this one, didn't you?
No, no, I ain't trying to fuck you, bro. Here.
Hold on. So, now that I'm thinking about it, it is actually White Dragon, not Red Dragon. I got confused because his armor is white and red.
Hey, it's fair, dude.
But
it happens to everyone. I was just wanting to make sure. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's always good to fact check. But, so in the new season, like I said, everybody's giving him mad props. His dad's armor actually changes from red and white to red and blue. And
that's a weird flex.
Yeah, so I'm thinking they call him like Blue Dragon or something now.
Ugh.
And yeah, like that's full on like
okay.
Yeah, it's full on like gives racist vibes, like
really.
Yeah, it's really it's on the border, man. Like it's a dark take on things. But speaking of Peacemaker, let's go ahead and segue into our comment segment.
I know now. I know we're definitely going to.
Speaking of Peacekeeper, man, the new Absolute Superman comic, solid. I think it's an amazing take.
Oh my god!
I really wish they would pick up on it more. But they are. We got more coming out. We got more. There's more of that coming out. There is. I've already looked it up to make sure, because the cliffhanger they leave us on is like, it's like, bro, y'all did not have to do that. Like, but so solid. Even though I already knew, like, kind of who the person who were both probably like. I ain't trying to give no spoilers to people out here who ain't read it, but. Y'all should definitely read Absolute Superman. It's it's raw, dude. It's solid. It's really you know what? It's really fucking good. Like I was shocked like of how good it was. It was such a solid read. Like I didn't want to put it down. I read all 21 issues in a matter of like 4 hours, dude. Like it was really solid. Thanks to for those who don't know,
we're using an app that's called DC Universe Infinite, and we're doing the it's called like the DC Go version.
It is a paid subscription, just to throw that out there.
Some of it, not all of it, some of it.
That's true.
For the Absolute Superman, it is paid, but I don't know if the other ones are. I mean, you can check if you want to, but I'm really not 100%. Either way, we just like comics, man, and I'm willing to pay for that shit. So. But Absolute Superman. Oh man, I like the differences.
Yeah,
that's what really kind of got me into it, and the background, like the backstory of how he got to Earth.
Give props to our man behind the camera that actually gave us some details about the Absolute Verse. I did not know that the Absolute Verse was based off of Darkseid's adaptations to things. He tweaked the universe and made these new ones. I'm going to be honest. I would love to see a live action absolute universe, not just
live
Superman.
Action, not just an animated.
Animated, I'd be fine with animated.
I'd be down with an animated version.
I think animated would do more justice.
Exactly. I think they'd be actually able to achieve.
Yeah, there's just a lot of features that they'd have to hit on. So I think live action. Probably
the Absolute universe is actually pretty weird. Like, I've read all of the Absolute Superman so far. I started a little bit of Absolute Batman. Not sure how I feel about it just yet.
Okay.
But I've dove a little bit further than Absolute Batman into Absolute Martian Manhunter. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's I don't think
what you've showed me, it does seem pretty odd.
I don't think I've gotten far enough yet. Like I think like everything that's happening is gonna come to a head, and like then it's gonna be like, oh, okay, kind of like how Absolute Superman was in the beginning. It was kind of like a, for lack of better words, it was a mind fuck in the beginning.
Oh, for sure.
You don't really know why this is happening.
There's a lot of back
and
forth throughout the whole series.
But also, we've kind of been like disconnected from from that universe and how it got it on. And when my cousin told me like, yo, that's because Darkseid created it.
Yeah, which makes it even better, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I want to go back now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to have to go back now. I feel like I thought this was like a whole new universe. I was just starting. And I mean, technically it is, but it's a created one.
Right. I thought it was just like a spinoff. Somebody just kind of came up within their mind and just whatever. But the fact that it actually ties into other things,
exactly,
I can appreciate it. And I'm going to be honest. It is... dude, the way they lined everything up, the ending was a major cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger.
I did not see it coming. Kind of really hoping it heads in a certain direction. I'm not going to spoil it for nobody, but I really hope it heads in a certain direction and ties into Absolute Batman. That's all I'm going to say.
Honestly, that's kind of what I hope in general. Considering all, like, after hearing the Darkseid create
the way everything
all this,
adds
like,
up,
I think it's all going to come to a head. And so, as much as I don't want to, it's forcing my hand. I'm going to have to read all of the Absolute series. Facts. Like, all of them. Like, even the ones that I don't, like, really want to, like, read. I don't really want to read Absolute Green Lantern, and I don't want to read Absolute Flash.
So, I'm going to be honest. Green Lantern, I'm actually kind of interested in. If you don't want to read it, I'll do the reading for us, just so we have it.
Bro, I'll do it just for the podcast, bro.
The one I'm not really interested in, and I think it's just purely because, like, it's just been so much surrounding her in movies and everything.
Wonder Woman,
dude. Like, there's just no interest there. Like, I just don't really feel they can make that storyline good. I don't.
I mean, that's fair, but with some of the recent ones that I like, and I haven't read the actual series, but I've read up on like things, and to be honest, like a lot of the Wonder Woman comics don't get enough credit.
And don't get me wrong,
there's some hardships
I like
that girl
Wonder
goes
Woman
through
as a character, but I just feel like there's already been so many different variations of Wonder Woman and how things play out.
You gotta disconnect from that, bro.
It, dude. I'm just tired of seeing all these different things. Like,
that's fair.
How often do you really see another Superman situation? Like, another Superman timeline?
This is a completely different. Like, oh, hold up, real quick. Sorry to change the subject, but it's time for the next beer. This is a Terrapin Hopsecutioner. It's my favorite beer, so I'm just letting y'all know. That's what I'm drinking now.
That's fair.
But continue, please.
Like I said, dude, I'm all for the Green Lantern. I really want to know who they went with for their lineup in Green Lantern. If it's a brand new character in general.
It's a brand new Green Lantern that at least I've never heard of. I can't remember her name, but she's a young black woman.
Okay, you know what? To be honest with you, I think I have. I have heard some stuff about her.
And there's things that sound great. It's just, I'm a big Green Lantern fan. Green's one of my favorite colors, man.
Yeah.
Like, and so I've always been a huge Green Lantern fan. But going Absolute Universe, in which we're still keeping Kal-El, we're still keeping Bruce Wayne, I would have liked to see either us get, like, honestly, I mean, me personally, I would love to see, like, a Guy Gardner.
That's what I was gonna say,
like,
dude.
Or Kyle Rayner, like either one.
Yeah.
Like,
for those who don't know, just dropping a dime. Guy Gardner was actually supposed to get the ring over Hal Jordan.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't know that.
Exactly.
A lot of people think of
situations and time cause things, like, and timing cause different,
all because he was
things.
Closer,
and
man.
Like, exactly, it was all because Hal Jordan was actually closer.
Guy Gardner,
but was also still worthy.
Yeah, dude, Guy Gardner isn't even human. A lot of people don't know that.
Guy Gardner stepped up to the plate when it was time to, but he also went through a lot.
Yeah, he did.
Once
he really did.
like before and even after he got the ring, dude.
Which
Guy
is why
went through a lot.
I really wish they would have chose him.
Bro, that's why we can forgive the haircut.
Facts. Yeah. It's not something I would go to the barber and tell him to give.
You know, not to backtrack too much, but shout out to Nathan Fillion for
solid.
Really owned it.
He came in. And
I don't give a damn about the haircut, dude. Like, he deserved to get a good role. Like, he's been a major staple.
I don't know his name, but was it Metamorpho?
Metamorpho.
Solid casting as well, dude. I really feel like he did that character really.
So, like I said, you need to watch the movie, man, because there's been and I'm kind of there, but not fully. The CGI costume with it, I'm not against CGI. Do the CGI. The CGI wasn't bad. It was just the way the costume made him look. And also, honestly, they kind of, in my opinion, made his character kind of impish. Was
it really CGI though, or was it an actual costume they just added some CGI effects to?
Oh, I mean, it might have been a costume they added CGI. Because
that was my thing. It looked stiff. All the materials looked like it was. Like, you remember Nathan Fillion in Guardians of the Galaxy? I think it was 3. That big bubble suit that he had on.
No, I don't remember him being in.
Pull it up real quick. Nathan Fillion in I want to say it was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Pretty sure.
I don't even remember him being in that movie, dude.
He had a small part. He was like a guard of whatever I can't remember what they were going inside of, but he like I said, it was maybe a 10-minute scene, if that.
That's fair.
But it kind of that's kind of the vibes it gave me. Yeah, right there, exactly. Pulled right on up. That's kind of the vibes it gave, almost like a bodysuit.
Yeah,
is what it had on, and they just kind of added some effects to it. Makeup, I will say he killed that. It was really dope. But I just feel like his suit was super stiff. I don't feel like it had any motion, and it kind of drew away from the actual character itself.
So here you go.
Yeah, see, does that not look like a bodysuit?
That is.
Why did it pull up?
I don't know why I did that, but it don't matter.
You see, it
looks
like a bodysuit, dude.
But the character themselves, I'm not gonna lie, the face in and of itself reminded me of the Power Rangers movie from way back in the day, and how Zordon looked once
that's fair,
everything cracked away. But that's just a side note. I honestly liked the character. I liked what he was able to do. But yeah,
I see what they were trying to achieve with the character by making him go that route. I just, like I said, dude, sometimes it's best to do less than more, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go the CGI route, dude, go full on CGI. Don't half-ass it. Don't, just add CGI effects. Just leave it like it is. But yeah, dude, it's just I don't know. Like I said, in the comics he had a flat, it was just a normal face. It didn't have all the extra details. I get where they were going with it. They were trying to go for the alien aspect. I appreciate it. But again, sometimes less is more.
Exactly. I mean, I guess. But, getting back, I guess, to the original topic, I'm excited to see where the absolute universe goes.
Yeah, me too.
I am. And that's why, even though Martian Manhunter's storyline just really isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, it's so weird. I don't know, maybe it's just the art style or what, but I get very confused with it very quickly. And so I'm having to try and retain some of the information that they give throughout it, and then it's starting to get there. Maybe I just haven't gotten far enough in. I haven't gotten far enough. I'm only on the DC Go.
Yeah.
I'm only on maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah. So how about that one you've been telling me about, the Blue Beetle Scarab Wars? How's that?
Oh man. So I'm actually really disappointed in the fact that I didn't find out till after that there's a whole thing leading up to it.
What do you mean? There's a comic before that?
Yeah, because I've never read any of the Blue Beetle comics. I love Blue Beetle. He is easily Jaime Reyes is one of my favorite characters. I love Ted Cord, but I don't really know that much about the original. But spoilers, just in case anybody's reading it, they actually connect the original to Jaime through this series big time.
I did notice that. Like I'm still in the first episode,
and it's really short. And from what I gather, they're not even going to continue it from where I end it.
They're only doing
maybe
6
it's going to
episodes?
be that's what I've been at. 6 chapters or 6 issues. Like it's from what I've gathered. Maybe they're going to like segue it or move it to like a different thing to make it more. But only time will tell on that aspect. But man, super solid. And it makes me want to go back because they introduced, Gold Beetle and Green Beetle in a different aspect of not to backtrack to when I was talking about Young Justice, but in Young Justice, they start touching on the Scarabs a little bit, and they talk about Black Beetle, and they introduce Green Beetle. Green Beetle was so dope. Green Beetle was so fire, dude. A Martian with the Scarab powers,
that was unique.
Oh, man, dude. That just sounds so powerful because, at least in my opinion, besides the psychological trauma that the Martian himself would have from seeing fire, the Scarab would protect him from all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But yeah, nah, it's been it's pretty dope. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really enjoying that. Also, I know we're talking mostly like DC, Marvel. We've talked a little bit about One Piece, but while we're on like the comic side, like, do you mind if I speak on a couple mangas?
No, dude, go for it.
That's going on. So I've been, I'm a manga reader. I read a lot of manga. I actually I would feel confident in saying I read more manga than I do comics.
That's fair.
All right. So oh man, what was it called? I'm about to have to look. I can't. Oh, well, actually, a lot of people, you probably heard of Solo Leveling.
Yep. Started watching that based on your recommendation.
So I read all of that before the anime was even announced.
Okay.
Like I was finished with it months beforehand. It was really good. Well, they got a sequel manga out called Solo Leveling Ragnarok.
Didn't you say it was going to basically like over cap?
So basically everything of Solo Leveling, sorry for anybody who doesn't want to hear it, but it's just a prequel. It's literally just to get you started in the universe. Because the sequel, Solo Leveling Ragnarok, it takes place in a little bit in the future. I'll just put it that way. I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah.
And of course, I mentioned earlier Dead Man Wonderland. Dead Man Wonderland, dude, it's hands down one of the best mangas I've ever read. I'm actually in the process of collecting all the mangas.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult.
Give us a synopsis of it, man.
So you got this good ass dude. Like, he's just a good person, just a good, solid person. And he's going to school, and in this universe, there's this place you go to called Dead Man Wonderland, in which if you commit a crime, you go there because you just go there,
like super jail.
Yeah, like but yeah, pretty much it's just like a jail that you go to in this in this universe, at least in the area that he's in.
Okay.
Well, he goes to class one day. All of a sudden, this motherfucker in a red mask just pops up out the window. It's like a whoosh, like I don't even, like, it's just like crazy, like it's like oh shit, devastation for a split second.
Yeah.
And then dude wakes up, all his classmates is dead, and all he sees is the dude in red, and he gets blamed, but dude disappears. He gets blamed for all of the murder.
Wrong place, wrong time, man.
Gets sent to this prison where you find out, there's these, they basically showcased these prisoners doing obstacles and stuff like that to try and keep going.
Like on some Hunger Games?
Like, all right, so you have to, like, you basically have this collar on you, and it's gonna kill you because it's injecting poison in you. But you get this candy that you have to eat to keep you alive. But to get that candy, you have to do things to earn that candy.
That's wild.
And one of the best ways to earn the candy besides just purchasing it is by doing these obstacles and like basically being in these challenges.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It progresses so they made an anime adaptation, dude, but they left out a character in the anime that down the road is such a detrimental character.
Yeah.
They canceled the whole anime. That's why they stopped recording the entire anime, because they literally could not progress any further because they fucked up that bad, dude.
I mean, I can appreciate it though. I'd much rather them quit while they're ahead.
No, I do. But
screw themselves in the long run.
It would have been nice to see it come to fruition, like the entire
maybe
thing.
Somebody will pick it back up later down the line, man.
It literally. So, what I guess in the manga, what the public doesn't know is there's this whole other challenge. These people are not just doing these challenges, but some of them have the ability to control their blood as weapons. I'm talking about like the main character can kind of like a bloodbending type thing. The main character, dude, he can basically shoot his blood out of his finger like a gun.
That's gnarly.
And then like you eventually meet this other character that he'll slice his forearms, and then he'll shoot blades of blood out of him, and he can cut them with his forearms, dude. It's gnarly.
Like Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, and there's so many other ones, and it's so much deeper than that. Like when other characters, like so solid, dude. Like man, I wish they would have messed up that anime. Like I would that's one I've sat down and I've watched all Solo Leveling. I'm currently actually in the process of watching Go Go Loser Ranger, another one that I read that I'm super far ahead, super far in, and they're like, anime's coming out. I'm like, yo, and I'm telling everybody about it. It's just, yeah.
So, right now, as it stands, what do you think is the strongest arc? And it doesn't. We can go comics. We can go anime. Movies.
Strongest arc.
Arc.
I think right now. I think anything Spider-Man is very strong.
I don't know, man. I have to go against you on that one, just for the simple fact that I feel like the Spider-Verse is going to the toilet, man.
Hold up. Marvel Spider-Man, not Sony wise.
That's
not
fair.
Sony wise. Definitely not Sony wise. And honestly, Marvel is starting to... Last couple Marvel movies, man, I have not been happy with.
Yeah, I agree.
I've absolutely just not... Like, Thunderbolts,
don't even get me started on that.
Yeah. I mean, they tried. And for some parts I really enjoyed. Some parts I actually did enjoy. But I did not like the representation of multiple characters.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Help me out. Your boy.
Who? Red Guardian?
Sentinel?
Yeah.
Sentinel. I think that's excellent casting, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think
awesome.
he was fucking awesome.
To be honest, I think their casting in general was on point.
For the most part, I don't think Buddy for Red Guardian.
Really?
I think he was a popularity
could be
higher. Now, don't get me wrong. He's coming into his own.
I think they chose him more or less for the body.
I think he's just comedic relief. He's just comedic relief.
To me, don't get me wrong.
And he needs to be, but I think it's just strong.
In all the animated adaptations and stuff, Red Guardian, he is a comical character because he's a Russian dude. That's what they do. But I do feel like he was way more. He's way more of a comedian than he needs to be. He's supposed to have the same level of seriousness and
he's supposed to be able to be
of
serious.
Captain America.
I felt like throughout the entirety, you've seen Thunderbolts, right?
Yep.
I felt like through the entirety of that movie, he did not have any type of serious notion except about his daughter.
Yeah, well.
And only when it came to his daughter.
That child before Buddy snapped
You're right.
away.
You know what?
There was certain bits and pieces.
You are 100% right.
For the most part, I feel you're.
I think that really messed him up.
It messed me up. It was
that was pretty intense. That was
wild.
intense. That was good. But I also think I can't remember the character's name, but there's Sentinel and Void. I didn't like Void.
Yeah, I didn't care for Void myself.
I did not
I feel like they pulled an Eternal from Thor, God, what was the Love and Thunder? I think is what it was called. How they made Eternal just sit there, like they showed her, but it was just like really CGI.
I talk about like in the crowd,
no
like what they did with the Atlantean god. Like were they in the crowd with that? I'm drawing a blank.
So you remember in Thor: Love and Thunder, at the end when Gore finishes his rampage and he's like, he goes to the White Room and Eternal's just sitting there, and like Eternal is supposed to be a actual being that talks, lives, breathes.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
And it literally just sat there, faceless, just looked like pure CGI crap. It's like I said earlier, sometimes less is more.
Oh yeah. Well, see, I think maybe they were trying to make up for. I don't know if you've ever read like the fan theories or anything like that, but do you remember the other Marvel character that visited the White Room? Thor.
Yeah.
When he killed Gamora.
Thor killed Gamora?
Yeah, Thor threw Gamora off the cliff to get the Soul Stone, wasn't it?
That was Thanos.
Not Thor, Thanos. Damn.
You threw me off.
Yeah, nah, that was a whole mess up right there.
It's
bro.
fine. I don't feel as bad
hey,
now.
Hey, it's the beer hitting. Nah, but no, Thanos when he went to the White Room, dude. They say that the little kid version of Gamora in fan theory was actually Lady Death.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I hate it too. And I get it, but I don't get it at the same time.
Yeah, especially because she was supposed to be the one he was doing it for.
But that's only in the comics, dude. MCU has free range. They don't have to go based off of comic anything.
Yeah.
I wish they would, like, especially with Spider-Man. Hey, do Spider-Man better, please.
Yeah, please. Give him... Honestly, do a live-action Miles Morales, and please do him justice.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead
all I ask.
Get NPC Miles Morales and give him acting classes. Just let him be Miles Morales, dude.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I'm being dead ass. Like,
I mean, he does pretty solid.
I mean, he's technically
he has to tone it
acting
down
right
a little bit.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think with the right classes, I
he,
think he could
can't go hood Miles Morales.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But, yeah, nah. All right, so
is there any villains or characters you think could have been done better that you've seen lately?
Gore the God Butcher immediately.
Aside from
dude,
the
like,
obvious.
nah, dude. I'll never forgive them for what they did to Gore, dude. I will never forgive them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so bad. It was...
There's
me,
just
it was
no words,
bad.
to be honest with you.
I don't want to relate to the villain. I really don't. Like,
I want to know...
Like, I want an actual villain.
I want to know where... Because you remember when we first heard they were doing Gore the God Butcher, there was rumors, speculations, photos showing him dressed up in comic accurate attire.
Like, what happened to that? Why did we make him Voldemort? Why did we make him Voldemort,
with the
dude?
Nose. It's like
exactly.
Voldemort with a nose. Dude.
Exactly. Instead of just chopping off the nose, they just left the nose there, and it was. I'll be honest. Even his story in the movie, it honestly pissed me off, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the story I wanted when it came. But like I said, it's MCU. They have free range. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't terrible. Was it the greatest? Not by far. Was it a good follow up to Ragnarok?
It's definitely a movie I put on as background noise, not something I would just go and watch just to
Exactly. But yeah, no, okay. So besides that, a different villain for something, Ultraman in the new Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man, Superman.
Yeah,
damn, I
can
keep
agree
doing
with you on that one.
Ultraman in the new Superman was I wasn't a big fan of that.
That's fair.
I wasn't, and also, I'm really not sure. Maybe I haven't gone deep enough, but one of the villains in that, the girl in there, that like the nanobite girl, like,
oh yeah,
I like that one kind of threw me off.
Apparently it's comic book accurate. I didn't know that, but upon further looking, there is a comic book where he, like, that whole scene where he's like spewing out the nanobites. Apparently that's like comic book accurate.
I need to know it. If anybody knows it, please,
yeah,
please
you know
comment it down and so that I can know. I want to read it. I would love to read.
Yeah, if you know exactly what
love
storyline it's from, please comment it below so we can
also
read up on it.
So I'm about to start. I'm just gonna finally dive into it, man.
What's that?
The what is it? Blackest Night.
Ah,
like,
yeah.
With the Black Lanterns and everything.
Yeah.
I'm finally gonna dive into that because I've read a lot about it and everything, but I've never actually read it.
That's
and
fair.
I want to. And I've started reading it, but I never had a good reader for like a good like app to read it on. I finally got a good app to read it on, and I'm gonna dive into that because I want to know more about that. Like, it looks really good, but also because I hear that at least from what I've seen online, like it kind of helps segue into like eventually getting to the dark. Or the Batman Who Laughs, which is one of my favorites because you get to see you get to go into the whole negative comic, like negative Earth and like negative multiverse, in which you have it's pretty much Batman fused with some of the worst characters, like some of the worst, but also some of the good, like basically an evil Batman fused with Flash called Red Death.
That would be insane.
Dude, one of the coolest looking characters ever, dude. Ever.
I will say
the problem is that even though Batman's in control, he can constantly hear Flash in his head the whole time. Let me escape. Let me escape. Let me escape. Yeah, dude, it's wild.
That's gnarly.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I will say, like, I really want to read it again, to be honest with you. The Vampire DC series. If you haven't read it, it is pretty solid.
Dude, I'm so against vampires, dude. Like,
I was too, don't get me wrong, but it's not how you think. To be honest, you would assume Batman would have been like, okay, here's my contingency plan. Nope. They got him. They got Batman, dude. Damn. The only one, like, Nightwing, he gets bit. But, so basically he could be the Batman of the vampires, if you will. And it turns out, like, which one? Is Dick Grayson the younger one, or is it...
Dick Grayson is the first Robin.
Which one's the youngest one? I can't...
Damian Wayne, which is his son. That's his son.
So Damian is actually the Bruce Wayne of this
Let's test
series.
his knowledge real quick. Do you know who Damian's mother is?
Talia.
Yeah. Hey, good on you, dude. Good on you.
But nah, so in this season, like, spoiler alert for those who haven't read it. I'm drawing a blank. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Why do I want to call him Albert? Alfred. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you was almost there.
So
you were almost there.
In this little series or whatever, he actually goes full on like vigilante, and he's
the Absolute.
No. Oh. It's not Absolute series. It's just I can't remember what it's called, but I mean, if you look up DC vampire series, it'll pull.
Oh yeah,
up.
The vampire series.
But dude, man, like he's out there like a natural born Van
Alfred
Helsing,
has
dude.
always been a bad ass
dude, straight up.
He just chills like a butler.
Yeah, the one person. It's kind of like
who you think Batman learned a lot of his stuff from besides the League of Shadows and going on and learning all those things? Like he had to start somewhere.
It's crazy because the one superhero that they can't turn is Flash. So they literally cut off his legs, and they're like constantly just like have him hooked up to a transfusion machine, so his blood is constantly being drained, because if he heals, he can kill he gets turned. Like that's their one rule as vampires. You cannot turn Flash because he will kill the entire world.
Yeah, he would easily be able to go and bite the necks of everybody.
To prevent that, they literally encased him, cut his legs off, and have him draining. It's insane.
I'll be honest, I might have to check that out because like I'm not a vampire dude. Like
I'm not either. I didn't care for the Marvel's version. But the DC's, they definitely did it justice.
You ready? Like, thinking right now, like, right off the top, there's only, like, 4 vampire movies that I like. It would I would say, Dracula Untold. I did like that one.
Yeah,
it was
I agree.
It was pretty good.
That was a solid movie.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Which one, the newer or the older?
The Bram Stoker one, like, there's only one. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing
they did a remake.
Right. Nah, they got. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's like one good one, and it was pretty. It was really good. Daybreakers.
Daybreakers was solid.
Super
Daybreakers
underrated.
Does not get
Dude.
enough
It was,
love, dude.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Like, it's got
it wasn't like two. It was like two movies.
It's got Willem Dafoe in it, man. No, they only made one of those, as far as I know. I've only watched one of them. I've only ever seen one of them. But you're not gonna. You ready for the fourth one, bro? You ain't ready for it.
What's up?
Little Vampires, bro.
Bro, I
Jonathan
love that
Lipnicki,
movie
bro.
growing up, dude. That was
if you
a
ever
solid
need me,
movie.
you just gotta whistle. What?
Make the little with the necklace, dude. Get the swing. I tried that as a kid, thinking it would work.
Bro.
Huge
man.
disappointment.
When the little homie's like trapped in the coffin and he's just going.
Facts.
I was like, that is fire. Loved that one. Loved it. But really, like when my bad. I do got another one.
What's up?
Interview with the Vampire, bro. It's long. It takes forever. It's dragged out, but
I know. So I'm glad you brought that up. My wife would really appreciate this part. If you like the movie, a new take on it is a TV show. It's Interview with the Vampire, but it's a TV show. It is solid. It gives more depth into things.
If I'm not mistaken, that movie, the original movie, is actually where Lord, what is her name? Mary Jane from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah, she was.
That was like one of her like starts.
What's
I believe.
her name?
Kirsten Dunst.
Well, I was talking about her character.
I can't remember her character name in Interview with the Vampire at all. Either.
But yeah, that was her. That was one of her very first roles, I believe. It had Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise in it. Yeah.
And it was so good.
The new adaptation, super solid.
All right.
It is a lot more romancy, but it's solid. I can't lie.
Fair enough. Did you have any more else? Because if not, I'm about to change this up, bro.
Nah, I think it's time for us to move on to our indie games, man.
Oh yeah. I got a lot to say about this, man. Because
I've been out of the game for a little while, so you're gonna have to take this one.
Unfortunately, Adrenaline's computer, it's just not working. We're working on getting it up and running so that he can hop on some games and start playing again. But he's got to get a new SATA drive, unfortunately, and
just
we're working
dropping it for the future teasers. We are going to have a separate playlist for gameplay. So any of the games we go over as of right now, a lot
of the main games we talk about, we're gonna have like
some video footage.
Exactly, and like you're
gonna see why we enjoy these games.
Exactly. But so first one I want to bring up is one that you actually got to play. We played a lot of it, dude.
Which one's that?
Content Warning.
Short-lived dream. It was a really good game.
It's still probably as good.
The developers did a really good job. I just really wish they would take more time.
They quit developing on it.
Yeah, it was a solid game.
Hey, we got Peak out of it though.
We did.
We did. They did help with Peak, which is awesome.
But if they keep going the route they're going,
it was an April Fool's release. Like they didn't. I fully believe that they didn't expect it to actually blow up like it did.
Yeah.
But man, it's so much fun. Like no matter what kind of mood you're in, that game, like I could hop in it with randoms or the homies and just enjoy it. Like no matter what.
Shout out to the developers of Content Warning, man. Like you guys do an excellent job of creating games. I really love to see you guys drop more. The only critique I have is I really wish y'all would take more time on things. Like I know you're trying to develop more games, you're trying to put more content and stuff out, but
they did say in a recent update, like as of releasing Peak, that they may venture back into giving us some more updates for Content Warning.
Yeah, but the thing is, like we both know, after so long, new updates or not, some games just can't come back from time lapse, dude. Like time lapse can kill games because you come out again Peak. Like, if they keep progressing with Peak, it's for those who haven't played Content Warning, it's going to overlap. It's just going to be swept underneath the rug, unfortunately.
See,
and Peak would be their top tier game.
Ain't trying to be an ass right here, but
Yeah.
I disagree with you.
You think so?
I think content warning, the people that have actually played it and have enjoyed it, like how we have.
Right.
I think that if updates actually started coming out for it again,
Yeah.
where they made it, well, really they don't have to change anything, but I will say there were so many good mods you could get for it that made the game more enjoyable. But after that last update where they switched everything, at least for Steam, to Workshop, so it kind of ruined it because a lot of the mods didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
But the only one that I have to gripe and complain about is the found footage one.
Super overrated,
which was so cool.
Or underrated, sorry.
Yeah, dude, it was so cool. You could find footage from other people that died
all around the world playing it.
Yeah, all around the world playing it, and you could find their footage in there, and you could watch it. Yeah. And that was so cool to me, dude.
I just got to drop this. I don't mean to brag. I don't want to boast, but
I know where you're going.
We found and recorded one of the best videos, hands down, in their catalog of monsters.
Like,
they don't have anyone who actually was able to record it and live.
It's called the Monolith.
If anybody's able to pull up content warning and you happen to come across the video that we created, unfortunately we died, so we weren't able to recover it. But if you find it, please post it because it was perfectly recorded. You can see the monster, and we're probably one of the only people who actually caught it on camera.
Yo, straight up, like if y'all have footage of the Monolith, link it.
Yeah, please.
We would love to see y'all's footage as well on that. Like that was a crazy experience because none of us knew what was going on. There was like 3 of us on at the time. We had no idea what was going on.
To give us some background of content warning with their monsters, there's a Wikipedia list of creatures. And those that we know of, those we don't know.
With images.
The one we found, the Monolith, it is in the files. People know that it's in there. But no one has actually recorded it and lived.
No good images.
Like I said, I died.
Everyone
unfortunately.
dies.
I was holding the camera, but I made sure to collect the footage before I died. So, man. Like I said, if somebody's able to pull up the mod and you find it, someone of the very first maps that you're able to play on, please.
Me and the other homie were like, the other homie was like, "Oh, what the hell is that?" And I'm telling you, I turned around and I was like, I don't know. And then dead.
Yeah, it was
instantly.
It was definitely a shock factor for sure.
You know, we mentioned Peak. Obviously, got to shout out.
So let me
Peak.
speak on that real quick before we dive in. My bad.
Yeah, my bad.
I just want to reiterate earlier what I was saying. It tags in what you said. I was saying from the perspective of those who haven't played it. Of course, those who have played content warning, they have love for it. They have love for the game, and they're regardless they're going to go back if they revamp it. But for those who didn't get a chance to play it, if they don't do anything with it and everybody just starts hopping on Pete, the chances of them falling back to content warning that they've never played it is going to be slim to none. Unless it truly gets traction again people start streaming it hardcore, it's just going to be left up to people like us who've played it before and have love for the game to really show it, man.
All I just heard is we're just going to have to start streaming the shit out of it.
Yeah, facts. I really hope they do drop something for it because I would love to get back into it.
Not to discredit Peak, like straight up.
Yeah,
Peak
no,
is
not
awesome.
at all. Peak is good for what
Peak
it is. It's an amazing game.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and I hate the fact that you haven't got to play it yet. But we're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you. I'm gonna fix your computer, bro.
Facts.
We're gonna get we're gonna get you a hard drive, and we're gonna clone it and all that stuff. It's gonna get done. Let's definitely
talk
gonna get
about
done.
one of your fan favorites, man.
Not a fan favorite. This is my favorite, bro. Lockdown Protocol.
Let's talk about it, man.
Oh man, I don't know how to describe it. Like it's just fun. It's a cool way to meet new people.
Yeah.
You know, like especially like if you're like I feel like I'm pretty like closed
You're a people's
off.
person.
I'm a people's person, but at the same time I don't like going nowhere anymore.
That's fair.
You know,
That's
I
fair.
do like being in a social
Gathering,
situation, but as long as I know people, I'm not one to just go
That's
out
fair.
by myself type deal. But lockdown has helped me like break a lot of that.
Okay.
Lockdown, just in general, you know, just waiting for people to join. You meet new people. You find common interest in the lobby.
Yeah.
But also the gameplay itself. There's multiple different ways to play.
Yeah.
Like Lockdown Protocol I mean, yeah, it's similar to Among Us. We'll just be honest. It's similar to Among Us in the fact that there's fake people in there.
Yeah, but I'm
that
honest,
aren't
I
trying
think
to
it's in a
complete
league
the
of its
task.
own, dude. I don't even think you can put it
Exactly, because
it's
you
in its
can
own category,
anybody can
man.
die.
Yeah,
You can kill anybody. Like you
Well,
could be the
plus,
good guy and
it's
just run
like,
around and kill everybody if you want to.
you don't get to boot nobody. You either kill them
No.
or you don't.
No. If you're the lobby host, you can.
No.
You can
In the
boot
sense
anybody.
of on Among Us, you can hit the button, and if everybody votes against you,
Oh yeah,
you're
no,
booted.
there's no voting.
But in lockdown,
it's just like they
Yeah,
suspect
you
you.
kill
Even
you
if you're a dude,
or you don't.
you better come correct, dude.
you better be
You better be
strapped
able
because
to,
if
like,
not, they're gonna get you.
You better have documentation. Basically, you better let
Yeah.
them know like where you've
Let me
been,
see
what
your
you've been
papers.
doing, and how you doing it. Otherwise, you might get blasted right in the face.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
stabbed in the back. But yeah, no, Lockdown Protocol is one of those games that I am very guilty of. I will get on, late night, chilling, maybe had a few beers or something like that,
Yeah,
and I'll start playing, and it's almost like I blink, and like 5 hours have gone by.
facts.
It is one of my favorite indie games. Like, if you even consider it indie at this point, like it's one of my favorite games. Like I host a lobby on there all the time, so if you ever see it, feel free to join.
Facts.
But this me me and the homie Bass,
Bangs.
me and him have been playing one lately called Dark Hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I was trying to get you on early before the PCs crashed, man.
Exactly, but it didn't, and I'm glad I waited.
It didn't have
I'm
traction
glad I waited.
back then,
I'm glad. No, I'm actually really glad I waited. I went back through like all the updates today, and I'm really glad I waited because now it's genuinely fun. But me and Bass, we got a rule that if we're gonna play it, we're gonna hop on. We're gonna try. So the best way to play it is basically it's a game. It's a heist game. Like you are in a heist. You have to go and get all this money, like money worth stuff, and then you also have an objective. And once you get your money and then you complete your objective, you go back, you complete it. But that's only heist 1. The best way to go about it to get the most out of it is you actually have to complete 4 in a row. And so we learned today that if you do fail one, they give you a redemption one.
Okay.
But then it's over after that.
So you
we did retry. 1, we failed 2, they gave us another try, we got that one, and that was it.
Okay. So it was like a multi-step.
Dude, that took like probably an hour and a half to 2 hours. One heist took us 30 minutes.
So is it a multi chapter situation? Like
no, it's
you get so far in this chapter, then you got to roll to the next.
You select which one you want to do. Like it'll have different options, like different objectives, and also with like different money that you have to collect of things that's in it.
Right.
And if you do that, then you complete the objective. You go to the next one. And if you keep doing it, you can do 4 in a row, and maybe there's an achievement, but either way, you get a bonus and extra money for doing 4.
Okay.
We did 1, we failed the next one, they gave us another chance for 3, we did it, then it ended. And that's fine, and that was fun, but me and Bass 100% decided that when we play that game, it's going to be, we try 1, 2, 3, 4, and if we don't do it, after that, we stop.
That's fair.
Because it gets monotonous, I guess you could say. Like, it gets very...
I get that.
It gets very repetitive to a degree, but it's not the same shit. Like, it's really not like... I mean, it is the same shit, but it's like the worlds are AI generated.
That's fair.
So, it just kind of gets to that point, and we had a lot of fun. But... Yeah.
So
that one.
Let me ask you this: as far as like backrooms, right? Let's just we're not going to dive too deep.
Backrooms escape together is the way to go.
Backrooms can go on for years.
Escape the backrooms is fun, but escape the backroom or backrooms escape together, in my opinion, is a little bit better.
What do you think?
More fun.
What do you think separates it from the rest of them?
The objectives.
In your opinion. Okay.
The team-oriented objectives, like, hey, you have to complete this to keep going on. Backrooms, the original Backrooms, don't get me wrong, I love I'm a Backrooms fan, dude. I'm a huge Backrooms fan.
Oh, sorry, baby.
But that was like, hey, you got to do this, and then you go here, and it's more of a to me, it was more of a puzzle.
Yeah.
Whereas Escape Together was more objective oriented.
Yeah.
Where you have to go and complete these objectives and then you're done. But you have to still get you have to do it and get to the end area. But I like Escape Together having the team oriented, and it's more difficult when you have more people.
Yeah. That's fair. How do you feel about the possibility of them creating a Backrooms movie or possibly TV show?
Fuck the TV show. I'll be honest.
Think? Yeah, I think I would like a TV show.
I won't watch it, dude. I won't watch it if it's a TV show.
Why?
Because I'm gonna get bored.
You think so?
Yes.
I mean, given what you know about the Backrooms, you really think you'll get bored over a TV show?
I do.
Think of it like this.
TV shows do not get as nearly a decent funding for one.
That's true, but it's Backrooms. You don't need that much funding.
I want funding. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I'm just saying.
This is my opinion. This is
me. Let's just be honest. There's not much graphics to the actual Backrooms games as is.
I'd rather have a movie, and then have a series going on with the movie.
I mean, that's fair. I could go with that.
It depends on who they're shooting
Only
for.
reason I say we have to have a series is because there's too many rooms, too many monsters, too much going on to cap it into one movie.
Let's do a couple movies, then make a series.
But I still feel like there's gonna. I mean, I guess in that sense,
sounds like you agree.
Could. I'm
playing, bro.
I love Backrooms. Like, it's one of those things. It's one of those situations where you love something to the point to where if you're gonna tackle
I want it done right.
Exactly. That's where I was getting.
And I don't feel like a series is gonna have the funding to really make it be done right. The entities, I don't want to look at them and be like,
yeah, but I think they could have a big enough budget to do enough CGI work for the monsters.
Name a good horror series that's continued to last that hasn't lost value as it's gone. That also, let me include, that's not an anthology. So no Black Mirror or anything like that.
No American Horror Story.
No American Horror Story. Definitely not American. That's a whole. We'll talk about that on a different episode, bro.
I mean, you're putting me between a rock and a hard place because I don't really watch horror movies, like horror stuff like that.
As long as you don't say Stranger Things, dude, we're good,
bro.
Right?
Our boss got me onto that when we were way back when. I lost after the third season, dude. I gave up. I'm gonna be honest,
dude.
It was repetitive. It
exactly.
Really was repetitive.
And see, that's what I'm worried about happening to Backrooms is them just always trying to play back to the first season because they run out of they run out of stuff.
Well, see,
whereas I feel like movies, they're gonna have longer times to think about things.
Yeah.
Longer times to make up scripts.
Well,
better casting and better CGI.
I mean, but let's think about it, really and truly. And I'm not trying to dive too deep on it because we can go about this thing for 30, 40 minutes if we have to. But based on what we know, based on what we've played, every room is different. I feel you can legit have a whole episode per room, bro. And there's 60 plus rooms. Like, it goes on forever.
Yeah, no, dude, there's more than just 60.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude.
And from what we played, because I don't want it to be super.
All right, so how about this? If they were gonna pick it up, as a TV show, who would you want being the person to supply the money for it? As in, which production company?
Ooh.
Me personally, HBO.
You think so?
Dude, HBO don't.
You know what? I'll give you that.
HBO don't spare no money for
you're not gonna like it. But Last of Us.
No, why would I not like it? Why would I not like it?
You hated on the series, the game series, man.
No, I did not.
You did.
Not Last of Us.
You said it was overhyped.
No. I said I feel like it's overhyped, and that was also before I watched the first season of Last of Us, and I watched the first season of Last of Us. I fucking loved that first season. I have not watched season 2.
First season was good. Second season's pretty solid.
And also, you have to imagine when that was when Last of Us was really hyped as a game. I worked at GameStop, bro.
That's fair.
I got tired of hearing people talk about it because I never played it.
Yeah,
I didn't play it. Like, hate on me if you want. It's okay.
But I mean, based off of what I've seen with them, and correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Game of Thrones an HBO as well?
Yeah, dude.
So based on all that, I would have to go. I have to be right there with you. And again,
I just want it done justice. If they're gonna do it in a series, I want it done in justice. So it's kind of like, I know it's kind of controversial, but they're coming out with the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
And I'm glad HBO's doing it.
Yeah.
Because I can separate art from the artist. Right, I really can. Same. I don't condone the actions of the artist.
Right.
But the art itself,
fantastic. You can't deny that Harry Potter's a good series.
I love it, dude. It's one of my favorite series of all times. And the TV series that HBO is coming out with, like, I'm hyped to see it. And I like the effort they're going to put into it because they put so much effort into all their, like,
casting
big name series, And so I really, like, if they were going to go series direction on Backrooms and any direction of Backrooms, I would want it to be done by HBO.
That's fair. I can feel that. But see, and the good thing about that is you don't have to worry about major castings because they're in a big suit. You can have minimal voice recordings, if you will. All it really is like kind of like Squid Games in a way, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think TV show would go good.
Fair enough. Well, I'll be honest, bro. I don't know if you realize what today is.
No, I haven't.
It's September 10th.
Okay.
So,
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, no, man. Especially with my little homie, he's getting shipped off next month.
Yeah.
I do want to give like a quick little 30-minute moment of silence.
30 minutes or 30 seconds?
30 seconds. My bad. 30-second moment of silence for all the people that are fighting, the ones that have fallen.
Agreed.
For 9/11, just all of them. So I'm going to count it down, and we're just going to give them a quick little moment of silence, all right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's just nothing but love to all the people that have fallen, fought, and just been here for anybody that is a human being, especially this country. And we just wanted to show our respects for it.
Agreed. And also, this is going to conclude this episode, but before we wrap it up, I just wanted to give a big shout out to all the supporters we've had. We're up to 17 subscribers on YouTube, 130 views.
Dude, y'all are fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Thank y'all so much.
We truly appreciate it. I mean, we set a goal for ourselves for 50 views. We have really went and surpassed that.
Way farther than what we ever
I think without
anticipated.
proper promotion, us getting 130 views, I really feel like that killed it, knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And honestly, we owe it all to y'all.
Yeah,
and so,
everything.
Like we've always said, like commented or just even spoken to y'all about, we're all about feedback and being better. So please let us know what we can improve on and be better with.
Yeah, please do. I mean, we're always striving to be better and give you guys as the listeners, the information and the
just whatever. Whatever y'all want us to talk about. Tell us.
Yeah, whatever you want this podcast to be and turn out. Just,
you want us to talk about something, tell us, dude. We'll read it, watch it, or whatever. Whatever y'all want us to do, we will do it.
But thank you guys for tuning in. And just remember, if you can read it, watch it, or sip it, we'll take a crack at it.
Amen to that.